Welcome back to Vegas 5 with Ninon. I am Ninon, your host, and as you know, we have a lot of guests that just kind of walk in, and I have Jim Jet Neilson with me. Don't know anything about him, but I know he holds some kind of world records, and your last world record you were just saying, in what?
It was in my jet limousine. If you remember when I was here I used to be at every casino, all over the place, always on the strip.
Yes.
And I did 3 freeway openings here in Las Vegas, which nobody's ever done in the world.
Okay.
And I did the Desert Inn arterial opening in 1997.
So that's gone down.
Yes, and I went around the corner, down the hill, and through the tunnel at 266 miles an hour.
Oh my God, that is fast.
Yeah, I thought so.
Now wait a second.
It's faster now when I'm older.
You like speed.
Yes.
You like a little bit of the daredevil. Is it
Well,
more of a challenge or more of a daredevil?
Daredevil, mine's a little more controlled, or at least I like to think so. So, you know, like jumping the fountain, you know, you get a 75%. When I do my runs, I get a pretty good percent if everything goes right.
If everything goes right. When you say jump the fountains, what do you mean?
When Evel Knievel jumped the fountain, you know, he knew it was like 50-50 back then, you know.
It reminds me of something. When Shecky Green went into the fountains, I don't know if you ever knew that story.
Shecky Green, the comedian? Yeah.
Shecky Green, he actually ended up in the fountains at Caesar's Palace, but I don't think he was competing in anything.
No, I don't think he was on a motorcycle either.
No, he wasn't on a motorcycle. No, he wasn't. So
yeah.
When did you start all this speeding and all this stuff?
I'm raised in Hawaii, on the Big Island of Hawaii.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
I know it very well.
Yeah,
Where
so
were you?
Kona.
Hilo?
Kona,
Kona.
yeah. I fished out of Hilo too. I commercial fished and charter fished. Raymond Beadle had the world record, or not world record, he was the national champion in funny cars with the Blue Max funny car. He chartered my boat in 1979.
Yes.
I caught him a marlin, and he said, oh, if you're ever in the States, come see me, you know, so States, the mainland, I should say.
Yes.
So I came in there, I heard him on the radio, so I went there, and I went there and I was amazed. I said, well, I want to do this. And they all looked at you like, right. And I went back, sold everything, and jumped right into it.
Came right back. How old were you then?
Well, I'm 66 now, so I guess I was...
30s?
Can I use my fingers?
Yes. I do too.
Yeah. Let's see, back in then I was 1979.
Oh, wow. That was the year I got married.
Yes, well, I've dodged that bullet. I dodged that bullet.
Oh, no, I didn't dodge it, but I had
I just go steady, a lot safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not taking that
They're
plunge.
both dangerous. The race car and that, they both kill you.
Yeah.
Jet car will kill you right away. A woman can just torture you to
well,
death.
they gradually do it. You know,
Yes,
they slowly.
The Chinese water torture,
They pick
yes.
away at you slowly.
Exactly.
So what are you doing in town now? You live here
I just
now.
got back in town. I live in Panama, the country, half the time, and I live here. My fiance is a Panamanian.
Okay.
She just finished college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
well, she's quite young.
Yes.
She just finished college, unless she went to college older. But
Well, you know, she's 30, so
that's lovely. Perfect age.
Yeah,
Perfect
I think
age
so.
for you.
That's what I told her.
Yes, absolutely perfect. So you're in town for what now?
Yeah, I just came back to reacquaint myself. I should have never left Vegas. I left in 1999. I did my last world record on the I-215 going to Decatur.
Okay.
In 1999, I ran 391 miles an hour on the live on TV.
Wow, 391 miles an hour.
On the new freeway. I think I still got the record there.
I think you've probably stood out any record. Which is the fastest record now?
That was the fastest anybody's ever ran on rubber tires on pavement.
Really?
Still holds right now.
Is that kind of in your mind of to be the challenge to do something for people to challenge you?
Well, I just, you know, to go anywhere in life, there's about 25 jet cars that are active in the world.
Yes.
Like that. There's only 3 of the one I have out there. You got to do something that's out of the ordinary,
different,
to stick out. Yeah.
Yes, you've got to be.
Otherwise,
you
you're
have
just
to be
one of
different,
the
and
cookie
otherwise,
cutter. Exactly.
Yeah, otherwise you're just rolling along with everybody else.
Exactly.
And you are obviously one of these people. As we know, in the world itself as a whole, there is always these people out there that want to have. They go that extra mile, and I've often.
I go the extra quarter mile.
You go the extra quarter mile.
Yeah. No. Well, actually. When I did that run, I think I ran about 1,800 feet. It was more than a quarter mile and less than a half. And the jets, once they're inhaling air, and they get up to, they're just starting to breathe, and when
Yeah.
you get out there, it's just incredible how they accelerate.
How long is a jet run?
Generally a quarter mile, but I ran mine less than a half and more than a quarter.
Okay, because I know that you start off here and you get up to incredible speed, don't you? Is that how it's worked?
Well, no, you got a 2-stage afterburner. The new one I have has a 4-stage afterburner. It's got 50,000 horsepower. It's an engine out of an F4 Phantom fighter jet. The one I ran on the freeway had 18,000 horsepower, and it was a lot lighter. And they accelerate very fast.
They accelerate very fast.
Yeah.
You just mentioned you have an engine out of a fighter jet.
Out of an F4 Phantom fighter jet.
I was going to say, how do you get, any car, because it's a car, any sort of, vehicle that's going on the road, how do you get it to go so fast? And what engine would you use? You just said a fighter jet. I would never have thought of a fighter jet.
This one shoots out a 60-foot flame at 2,000 degrees, and it's you've been to an air show and watch them go straight up. Well, they were very heavy. This car weighs 5,800 pounds. The engine weighs 4,000, so you have 50,000 horsepower pushing 1,800 pounds.
That's not a lot.
It's like a jet engine with a saddle on it. No.
And you're able, obviously you're sitting
Able
here.
to control it.
Right.
It's more stable than I am.
Obviously everything's fine because you're sitting here. Ever had any bad accidents or anything like that?
Yes, I've had one. I broke this leg in 5 places, this one in half, all my ribs, and cracked my vertebrae and my neck on a 260-mile-an-hour crash back in 1980.
I'm sorry I asked that question. I'm surprised you're all in one piece.
Well, yeah, I am. I take it all apart at night. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah.
He's got more on the mantelpiece than he's got in the bed, right?
Yeah. So it can be dangerous. So I decided it costs a lot of money and it hurts if you crash, so I don't crash no more.
So you avoid all that. But when that happened, did you kind of feel that I'm never going to do this anymore? Am I going to?
Oh no, I can't. When I'm out, my mom was there. It was the first race my mom went to. What do you think, Mom? So she was there, and she was there when I crashed for about a quarter mile and disintegrated the car, and the crotch strap broke, and I started coming out of the car where my legs were beating on the pavement. So the car was upside down with nothing left, and I was holding it up, and when they flipped it over, I had something go through my helmet, the double Lexan, and it hit me right here, and my eye was swollen closed.
Yeah.
And I remember laying there and looking over to see what's left of my car when they were putting me in the ambulance.
You're more concerned about the car than your body.
Well, no, I just said, well, how am I going to race a funny car with one eye? You don't think like that.
Yes, you don't think.
You don't think
obviously,
right.
it turned out okay.
That's my this is my business, so you have to go. It's like you get married and then you get divorced, you get remarried again,
No, I haven't done that. I got married and my husband passed away, so I had the greatest man in the entire world for 29 years, so I'm very happy. I've been there and done that, and I was very lucky, and I was very happy. So
that's sweet.
I'm fine. Oh yeah, it was great. So marriage to me, I don't know about getting married again though, but I haven't really thought about it because I'm too busy doing what I'm doing. So now, what are you doing here in Vegas right now?
What am I
you
doing
got
here?
coming up?
I'm reacquainting myself with all the people that I used to know, and it's so funny. I got all my friends out of the woodwork coming and seeing me, and actually this weekend the NHRA is in town, and I raced with NHRA for 35 years, so all my friends will be in town and I'll be happy. So I come here because I do a lot of charity work for Vegas.
Okay.
I used to go around and go to the schools, talk to 600 kids,
Oh,
and
I love that.
so
Amazing.
I just did a charity event last weekend with Knights of Columbus.
Oh,
We had a
yes.
big show. We do
Sure.
it every year for one of my race car sponsors, and we raised a lot of money. And just
Awesome.
Vegas was my town, and
it still
whatever
is
I can
your
do.
town.
Yeah, anybody listening that has an event that's good and they need my help, I'm there. So.
And how can anybody reach you if they want to sort of get
Come down and come to Peppermill, one of the best restaurants in Las Vegas. You come down here, and I'm right outside. Can't miss it.
You're outside all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm right
You
outside
just
the
sat
parking
there.
lot,
I'm
yeah.
going to go and have a look at you when I
Yeah,
leave
you better.
there and see what's going on out
You see
there.
what's going on. The car's 42 foot long. It's lit up at night. You can't miss it.
And can people, do you ever take them for a little ride in it in the
No.
parking lot?
I have a back seat, and I call it my mother-in-law's seat, but it's
don't do
too
that.
much liability. Yeah.
Yes.
So it was built 23 years ago where there wasn't that much
So
liability.
you can come down to the Peppermill and you can go out into the parking lot and you have photographs taken and you'll be there for the
I'll
photographs
be there
as
and
well.
come by and say hi.
And how can anybody reach you on the internet or anything? How can they?
Right now, everything's in Spanish on my other stuff, so I have somebody doing everything in English, and I'll have Instagram And you can go on YouTube, put in my name, Jim Jett, and it comes right up first thing. So
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But as you know, I have this show every week, and sometimes we get people, we don't know who they are. We're very happy to have Jim Jett. He's an honor to be on my show, and for what he does. I mean, you do something. I've never had anybody that does what you do on my show, so this is amazing.
First time?
First time. So are you going to be racing again?
Yeah, my other car, I have another car that's out of the country. It'll be here in about a month and a half, and then I'm going to be doing some events. How should I say? I'm not supposed to say anything, but I got something coming up. Maybe they want me to do another run here, so we'll see.
Oh, how
We'll see.
wonderful, wonderful. So keep in touch.
Keep in touch
with you.
Or come
absolutely.
down and talk to me in person. You know, bring your kids down. And
Come on, Jim Jett, he's at the Peppermill. That's all you have to know. Come down.
We'll stick your kids in the car, and they
Take
can
a couple of
pretend-
photographs and all
Yeah,
that stuff. It's
they
a lot
can-
of fun.
Can pretend like I do.
Well, this is surprising, but it's a wonderful surprise, and thank you so much for
Well,
coming
thank
on.
you. I
Absolutely
appreciate it.
wonderful.
How
Thank
sweet.
you. It is.
All right.
This is wonderful. We'll be right back. Take care. We'll be back next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Are they clear?
When you're ready,
You ready to start
coming
up?
at you, go.
Okay, here we go. I don't know. He may have run over the top end. I can't even tell.